Well, the WNBA has seen a surge in merchandise sales, and they are up in terms of merch 500% year on year. Supposedly, jersey sales, from what I've read, are up 1,000%.
Caitlin Clark has just set a new standard for athlete endorsements, signing a jaw-dropping $13 billion collaboration. This isn't just a deal, it's a seismic shift in sports marketing, and the ripple effects are being felt across the WNBA and beyond. This groundbreaking collaboration between Caitlin Clark, Wilson Sporting Goods, and Hy-Vee is rewriting the playbook for endorsements. Clark has become only the second athlete in history to have a signature Wilson basketball, the first being none other than Michael Jordan. That's right, Clark is now in the same league as one of the greatest icons in sports history. When the first Caitlin Clark-inspired basketball dropped
ads, we have not seen any Caitlin Clark merchandise, and we for sure as hell have not seen any Caitlin Clark signature shoes. It is mind-blowing.
It's not like Clark's popularity is a secret. Her jersey sales have skyrocketed by 500%. But from Nike, still nothing. In the fast-paced world of sports marketing, every day Nike
thousands snapped up instantly. The latest release, featuring the Dreamer and Tribute editions in vibrant purple and yellow, is perfectly timed for the holiday season, and fans are already clamoring to get their hands on them. Clark's ability to sell products at an unprecedented level is the driving force behind this success. Her connection with fans, both on and off the court, makes her a marketing powerhouse. Wilson's global partnerships head even admitted that they hadn't done a deal of this scale since their collaboration with Michael Jordan over 30 years ago. That shows just how much faith they have in Clark's potential. Interestingly, Aya Wilson has also played a pivotal part in this narrative. While Nike hesitated to fully capitalize on Clark's growing influence, Wilson recognized her star power early and teamed up with her through this Wilson basketball deal. This bold move underscores Wilson's vision and leadership in shaping the future of women's sports. This isn't just about Clark or Wilson, it's about how women athletes are finally being valued as major players in the sports industry. Wilson Sporting Goods is all in on Clark, seeing her as a once-in-a-generation talent who can move merchandise, grow fan engagement, and inspire the next wave of players. Clark's meteoric rise and the success of these collaborations are reshaping how companies view and invest in women's sports. It's a historic moment, and it's only the beginning. With Wilson planning even more for Clark's brand, it's clear that women's basketball is on the cusp of a new era. Wilson deserves credit for fully embracing Clark's talent and marketability. They've taken a bold step where others hesitated, proving they understand the massive opportunities in women's sports. Their partnership with Clark is already paying off, and it's clear they're just getting started. This is history in the making. Caitlin Clark isn't just elevating her career, she's elevating the entire sport. The question isn't whether women's basketball is ready for this moment. It's whether the rest of the sports world can keep up. Caitlin Clark is revolutionizing women's sports, and her latest move is nothing short of groundbreaking. Through a $13 billion collaboration, she didn't just land a personal deal, she brought together Wilson, the basketball brand, and Midwest retail giant Hy-Vee to create something entirely new and exciting. Hy-Vee, known for its massive presence in the retail industry, isn't just slapping Clark's
And her WNBA season has come and gone. And with that, Nike has not done one thing to promote her. We have not seen any commercials, we have not seen any
limited edition basketballs called the Clark Dreamers, made in partnership with Wilson. This collaboration isn't just about sports gear, it's a sign of how women's sports are evolving and growing. These basketballs have been part of a successful trend of product drops that sell out almost immediately. By limiting quantities and timing releases perfectly, they've built up incredible demand among fans. This strategy is redefining how companies market female athletes and connect with sports fans. The ripple effects of these moves are massive. Clark's impact isn't just on the court, it's being felt in boardrooms, marketing strategies, and across the entire sports industry. And it's not just her. With Aya Wilson also making waves, women's basketball is entering a new era where partnerships and collaborations are bigger, smarter, and more impactful than ever before. Hy-Vee's involvement shows how women athletes can attract major corporations in innovative ways. By teaming up with Clark and Wilson, they're not just supporting women's sports, they're helping to reshape the industry. With the holidays around the corner,
she had the craziest momentum that we have ever seen with any athlete in the history of ever. And
game-changing moves. The landscape of women's sports is shifting fast, and it's clear that players like Clark and Wilson are leading the charge. This isn't just about basketball, it's about showing the world how powerful and marketable women's sports can be. Are you ready to see what comes next? Because this is just the start. Caitlin Clark is shaking up basketball and redefining how women athletes are marketed. Despite being signed with Nike, the world's biggest athletic brand, they've been surprisingly quiet about her success this season. If you were in Nike's boardroom right now, you might wonder why they haven't used one of the biggest names in basketball to their advantage. It's like having a top-notch sports car and never taking it out for a drive. Recently, Aya Wilson, another standout player, announced a 6-year contract extension with Nike. Some fans think this move was Nike's way of responding to all the buzz around Clark. On social media, the debate is heating up. Many are comparing Wilson to Clark, questioning whether Wilson's deal can match the market power Clark has brought to the table. One fan described Wilson's extension as a pretend deal, while others are quick to defend her. The WNBA community is divided. Why is this such a big deal? It's not just about talent.
The fact that Nike did not capitalize on that, the fact that they are the biggest athletic sportswear brand in the world, and we didn't hear a peep out of them the entire season, it truly makes me wonder.
In this area, her products sell out in minutes, and jersey sales are through the roof. Sports analyst Elle Duncan even pointed out that while Wilson is a fantastic player, the real question is whether she can create the same market impact as Clark. This shift isn't just about these two athletes. It's about the entire future of women's basketball. Players are re-evaluating their worth, teams are changing how they market, and fans are more engaged than ever before. The WNBA is evolving, and we're seeing a historic turning point. Clark's influence goes far beyond the game. Her success is making companies rethink how they value and promote women athletes. Take those 500% increases in WNBA merchandise sales and the massive spike in jersey sales. It's a sign that women's sports are finally gaining the attention and momentum they deserve. Brands are realizing they need to step up their game, and the impact is being felt across the entire sports industry. This is just the beginning. Women's sports are reaching new heights, and the changes are happening fast. Whether you're a fan of Clark, Wilson, or both, one thing is clear: women's basketball is entering an exciting new era.
Like, if I were Caitlin Clark's management, and again, I don't know what's going on behind the scenes, but I would be truly rethinking the deal that I signed up for.
Underscores the power of individual branding. Her jersey sales, product sellouts, and fan engagement illustrate that athletes can be more than players, they're marketable icons. The comparisons with Aya Wilson show that even established stars need to consider how they're perceived in the public and commercial domains. Nike's handling of Clark raises questions about how well brands are leveraging their partnerships with female athletes. Fans expect visibility and promotion, and underutilizing a high-profile athlete could be a missed opportunity. Wilson's extension may signal a recalibration by Nike, recognizing the need to respond to shifts in public sentiment and market trends. The rise in WNBA merchandise sales, 500% year-over-year, and 1,000% jersey sales growth, reflects an unprecedented level of fan support. This surge shows that women's sports are commanding attention and generating revenue like never before. Social media buzz and debates further amplify this momentum, with fans taking an active role in shaping the narrative. Beyond on-court performance, athletes are now measured by their ability to sell merchandise, attract fans, and create cultural moments. This broader view of value could redefine contract negotiations and endorsement deals. Players across the league may need to think about their personal brand, marketability, and off-court presence to maximize their impact. Clark's success represents a wake-up call for leagues, brands, and fans, proving the immense potential of women's sports. Companies are being forced to rethink how they approach female athletes, from sponsorship to storytelling. This moment signals the start of a new era where women's sports are not just an extension of men's sports but a standalone powerhouse with unique appeal and opportunities.